And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
We're talking Giants every day. From McCovey Cove to the Oracle Park Lights, Eric and Glenn keep the fire burning bright, fighting for the glory, no matter what it costs us, breaking down the moments from the wins to the losses. Giant Sports Talk, we're here for the ride. Eric and Glenn with the fan base pride, talking dreams, will they contend? But we'll back the Giants till the very end. Let's go, Giants! Yes! 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 Oh! Eric and Glenn breaking it down, all Giants all the time.
All right, welcome to Giant Sports Talk Live. And Glenn, it's Friday night!
Excuse me? Saturday morning. Late night. I'm too old for this. What a game.
All right, yeah. I tell you what, man. Wow, was that Glenn? 15 innings, man. I mean, we saw a little bit of everything. There was a home run. There was a wild pitches. There was freaking throwing balls into the freaking opposing dugouts. Freaking double plays with freaking bases loaded and runners in scoring position. I mean, you name it. Pitchers coming out of the woodwork. I mean, unbelievable. Man, dude. Beautiful plays. So, you know, catchers throwing out runners trying to steal second base. I mean, my God. What a damn game, dude. Jeez, man. No one could get that knockout blow from inning 9 to inning freaking 15. Well, until inning 15. No one could get that damn blow, man. Wow. Wow.
It was overdue, Eric. It was gonna come to a conclusion because Detroit simply gave too many free passes.
They did.
Usually we'd be talking about walks, Eric. How many hit batters in this game?
Oh, yeah, great point. Got hit bad. You can't give away free passes, hit bad, but they seem to get out of it. Lou, what's up? It's an amazing when you have great pitching. Yes, sir. Nothing is ever over. Congrats to the Seattle Mariners. I'll tell you what, it ain't going to be easy, though. They're going to go face a pretty damn dominant Toronto Blue Jays who are well rested.
You know, Eric, when I was watching this game, it brought back memories. And that's what baseball's about. Memories of, do you remember the late, great Jack Buck?
Ah. I could barely hear it, but yeah, I hear it. I can't believe what I just saw. Is that what he just said?
Yeah, that's what he said. But anyway.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't believe what I just saw. Man, what a game. I'm pooped. I'm exhausted. Dude, I watched the WNBA final game. Aces won, and that came to an end. I said, all right, I had 3 games going. They go, well, you know, Rutgers and Washington's coming on. I'll watch that. That's over. Yeah. I watched 2 games, and the ball game's still going. Holy cow.
Unbelievable.
Anyway, yeah, too many opportunities. They were handing the game to Seattle, Eric. And where were at the end of the day? Where was Detroit? Dude, I was wishing Detroit would win. I think the Jays would sweep them because they had no offense. They have nothing offensive.
Well, I'll tell you something, man. I don't know how many times where the big bats are coming up for the Seattle Mariners. It was in their hand, man. Detroit was gifting it to them. and they just couldn't. They hit a ground ball back to the pitcher. Oh, and dude, I'm like, come on, man, what's going on? You got all these big boppers in there, whether it's Rosarena or Rodriguez or Cal Raleigh, and every time they never seem to freaking come through. You're like, what is going on? Either it's a strikeout or some weak ass contact. I'm like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. But man, I tell you, it kept me glued to my seat because you just didn't know what was going to happen. I mean, it's like, who are they going to go to next? I mean, good Lord, look what the Seattle Mariners did. Started with Kirby. Then you wind up going with Gilbert, and you wind up finishing it up with Castillo. 3 starting pitchers in this game, Glenn. I mean, it was
best extra inning post game you've ever seen.
Ooh, I mean that Giants Nationals 18 inning game.
That's what I'm going with. Yeah,
that
Brandon Belt
Parks one into the freaking
right field
right center. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. But
that
my
would be mine.
Gosh.
But I know everybody's going to jump on board with recency bias.
But this, I'll tell you though, this was up there. This is up there. This was a really good game. I see a lot of people in the chat. Guys, welcome in. Normally we talk Giants, but since it's the playoffs time, we're on here after every post game for the playoffs. And look, it's fun. We enjoy talking baseball. And man, I tell you what, we were treated to something really special today with this type of game. I mean, if you think about it, I'm seeing Tommy talking about his longest game was Cubs versus the Rockies in a wild card in 17 innings. This one got close.
Dude, we got to do it all over again tonight.
Yeah, for you. Yeah, all over again tonight.
Yeah, the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cubs. And then tomorrow, Mariners and Jays.
It starts on Sunday? I thought it started on Monday.
I thought it starts Sunday.
If it's Sunday, holy shit, dude. No rest for the weary, Glenn. No rest for the weary.
Who's going to be ready for the Mariners are spent, man.
They're spent. They better freaking, I don't know what they do, but they better work some damn wizardry because it's not going to be easy for them. I don't know who's pitching game 1.
Crazy.
It's probably going to have to be a bullpen game. Hey, Toronto 6393. Mariners are going to be very tough matchup. Okay, they could be.
I don't think so. I mean, you know what? They might win a couple. They might win a couple against the Jays. Jays are just so much better than them.
My gosh, it's already Sunday. I thought it didn't start until damn Monday.
And it's Saturday. It's Saturday. Eric, it is 1:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. So the folks in Toronto had to stay up late like me for this game, but it was well worth it.
Yeah.
And then again, we do it all. I'm going to have, by the time I have my sleep, get the rest. I haven't even finished my work yet. I got to head down to the newsroom. And then it's a long weekend.
Yeah.
Is it a long weekend for you?
No, I think it's just for you.
It's our Thanksgiving weekend, so I got a ton of work to do tonight. So I'm going to be up to like 4 a.m. I'll go to bed, and you know what? I'll be getting up, and it'll be time for
Dodger base. No. Get the icy hot ready, says Joshua. Remember Ben Gay? Remember the commercials for Ben Gay? Yeah. Get Ben Gay and icy hot, you name it.
Dude, don't laugh. Just before we went on the air.
Oh, yeah, your elbow.
I put my arthritis is bad today. You know what? You know how I told you it was 100 degrees here every day for the last 3 weeks? Yeah, well, today's freaking freezing out, so I got goose pimples, and so I had to put on the we use A535.
A535. What in the hell is that?
And unlike me, when you go to the drugstore and you use A535, don't go in and say, "Where do you keep? Do you keep the WD-40 back?"
Hey, why not?
Bernice was there. That was a one-off. It's funny now. It wasn't funny then. But.
Start Sunday at 8:00 in Toronto. Seattle got to fly to it. Yeah, they got to fly over a few time zones, right? Few time zones.
Three time zones. Yeah, we're 3 away.
So, yeah, it ain't going to be easy for them. Pompel, haven't seen you in here before. What's up, Pompel Mostica?
Some interesting things going on between those two teams. Now, you got the Mariners taking on the Blue Jays, Eric. One of the most Well, I was going to say one of the most offensive players. I mean, you got Kyle Raleigh. That's a gimme. But Josh Naylor. He's from the suburbs of Toronto. He's from Mississauga. So hometown boy facing his Toronto Blue Jays coming up tomorrow.
Yeah. How about tomorrow for you tomorrow? But Pompeo, anyways, welcome to the fraternity we call Giant Sports Talk Live. Enjoy your stay. Jays played the Yankees. Does that make them better than the Mariners? What do you think?
I don't understand. The Jays played the Yankees.
I think he's trying to say because the Blue Jays beat a pretty damn good team of the Yankees, does it make them better than the Mariners? Talking about the Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah,
but the Jays were the best team in the American League, Eric. So
yeah, absolutely. I think, look,
it makes them better than everybody, doesn't it?
I tell you, Toronto Blue Jays, man, they are a well-oiled machine.
Hold on. I can't believe we're 12 minutes into the show. Gotta break it out here. There we go.
There you go.
I'm gonna get that
for you tomorrow.
Gonna rock the hat. I'm gonna get my
You're welcome, Pompel.
I'm gonna get my Vladdy Guerrero jersey ready for tomorrow.
Oh, there you go.
I got a Vladdy and I got a Bo Bichette. Well, the latest players. I got a John Maybury. I got a Bob Baylor. I've got an Ernie Witt. But I'm gonna break out the Buck. Not Buck Martinez. I'm gonna break out the Bo Bichette and the Vladdy Guerrero. The home and away. Gonna rock them for the next week. I'm jumping on the bandwagon, Eric.
There you go. Ooh, hold on. You're jumping on the bandwagon, are you? Huh? There you go. Lands on the bandwagon.
Funny. I don't know. How many games did you watch in Toronto? That's their siren. When they hit a home run, that's what they do.
They're just copying the Giants. That's okay. It's okay. Copying the Giants. Why did they have a foghorn? Did they get fog in Toronto?
Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, let me.
Baseball. Keep your eye on the ball. Eyeball. Get it?
Let's
jokes.
Hey, son. Let me tell you something, son. Anyways, what'd you think of the lack of bunting in this game? Let's get back to the game. My God, can anyone not lay down a bunt?
And what's going on with going to the umpire? They challenged the play, and I texted you, Eric. I'm like, how can you go to New York
if you look
challenge
at that
a play?
It's hard to overturn that one. It's hard to overturn because it was like
went off the bat. Boom.
If you see it hit, I mean, it could have gone. I don't think there's just enough to sit there and say it was definitive to say it hit the bat before it hit his hand. It could have very well hit his hand before it hit the bat.
Didn't cost him the game. But how many double plays? Holy
double plays. Hey, look at this. And I don't mean any disrespect to Kirkering. Montero, the pitcher for the Detroit Tigers, is the anti-Kirkering. Why do I say he's the anti-Kirkering? Remember, he had that comebacker come right back to him. And what did he do? He immediately turned to second base, threw a strike, didn't throw it hard, didn't overthrow it, threw an accurate throw to second base, or I don't know who covered it. It might have been Baez. Throws a second, guy turns around, throws it to first base, gets the dribble play, they get out of it. I mean, that was a great – the defense – I'm telling you, the pitching and the defense today was absolutely fantastic in this game. The hitting, the clutch hitting was missing, but the pitching and the defense was there. I mean, it was just – and again, I don't understand how these guys cannot lay down a bunt. I don't get it.
Think about it. They were about the maybe one shy of the end. So around the 14th inning – Eric, I started to notice we saw, I think, one fly ball out of the infield in like 5 innings.
I know.
There was nothing going on. It was just a battle of wits here, a pitcher, and that's why I love it. Every pitch.
Yes. It keeps you. And look, they had a couple of them that were shots, but they were fouled down the right field line. A couple of them, both Tigers and Seattle both had it. So.
And did you notice before I think he was in the batter's box, maybe his first pitch. Did you notice the back of his jersey rippling? It was getting windy. And did you see that ball curve to the Rosarina? It was going foul. He caught the ball. It was just everything crazy tonight, Eric.
I'm telling you, it was a hell of a game. Yeah. Well pitched. Look, the pitching was incredible. Again, how the hell the Tigers were able to get through that is beyond me, but they were. And again, that's why. And here's another thing. AJ Brzezinski talked about it in the broadcast. Are teams too used to the ghost runner where they can't manufacture runs? It's like it's a lost art. It's a lost art. They had to go 15 innings. The essence of small ball just doesn't exist. For example, Rodriguez and Arozarena and Cal Raleigh, they only swing one way and one way only, and that's to put the ball over the fence. They don't take any swing out of it. They just try to move runners and keep the line moving. You keep the line moving, and maybe one of those runs come across.
I know, Eric, and I thought about maybe one fleeting moment during the game. I thought about that, but don't forget, this is two American League teams battling for a championship. You don't see small ball in the American League like you do in the National League.
Yeah, true, but both leagues both leagues have the ghost runner, and they don't do a very good job advancing. And I'm gonna tell you something. In a lot of these postseason games that we've been watching so far, have we not seen quite a bit of Giant-esque type baseball? Where they just can't get the runner across. You get runners on, you can't advance them. You strand runners in scoring position. So it made me think, it's like, okay, as Giants fans, and bear with me for those of you who aren't Giants fans, we witnessed a lot of pretty bad situational hitting. But throughout this postseason, I've been seeing a lot of this. And I'm like, okay, maybe this is not as uncommon as we think it is, being Giants fans, because I'm not watching a lot of the other teams playing their baseball. But it seems like this seems to be an uncommon thing that's going on in the major leagues. I don't like it. If you can't, you shouldn't always have to go and swing for the fences. Look, there's occasions where you could go do that. I get it. But man, every single time, how about we play baseball? Right? How about we just play some damn baseball?
Yeah. Couldn't get the bunt down when they had to. And then times I thought they would bunt.
They didn't.
So I don't know.
And look, JP Crawford, there was a lot of people talking about why didn't JP Crawford bunt back in I can't remember. I think it was in the 9th or 10th or something like that. And then he wind up coming up again later on and he tried to bunt, and I go, well, there you go. That's why that guy, he didn't bunt the first time, because he can't lay down a bunt for the life of him.
No.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, buddy. What do we got here? Bob Student 10, Giants would be fine if they weren't in the same division as the Padres and Dodgers. That has nothing to do with what the hell I was talking about. But Bob Student, hey, I appreciate you hanging out, but that's not anything what I was talking about. I'm talking about playing small ball. Just that's it. I'm not comparing, teams to teams. I'm just saying, why can't teams play small ball and manufacture runs?
Manufacture. There you go. Yep.
Come on, it's baseball. It's not home run derby, damn it.
You know what came to my mind in the 13th inning? I was like, could someone please sign this guy?
Oh my
God! They needed one of those. Nobody could get it out of the infield, Eric. I couldn't believe it. Mark! Look at the avatar, Mark.
Look at that. He's paying some homage. Not a fan of either team, but I was on the edge of my recliner. That's baseball. Yes. See?
He sounds like a little old man. I was sitting on my recliner. I was in the recliner on Friday night.
That's what I'm talking about, Mark. See, he understands. It's look, right? It's baseball. It's the best two words you can use in describing baseball, because there are so many factors that are in play.
Yeah.
I love it. This is why baseball is the greatest game. Come on.
I was to take a page from Lou. It was late in the regular scheme of things, maybe the 8th inning, Eric. And I thought I should run and get a notebook, because there were a lot of things we could have wrote down to discuss and dissect. And I mean, there are too many now. I can't remember.
I know. I was making, because I'm pretty good at just remembering. I'm just like, I'm making mental notes. Okay. And I'm like, by the 13th inning, I'm like, oh, I don't even know what the hell happened in the 9th inning.
Yeah. Like I say, I watched the WNBA game and a college football game. Both are over, and we were still watching ball.
Yeah.
That's a long night, man. Holy cow.
Bob Student 10, yes, they don't play small ball because teams are looking at, you're 100%.
And
come on. Oh, go ahead, Glenn. I'll finish.
No,
this.
I was just going to say, and not only did the game, it went along, it was a long, drawn-out game, Eric, which is kind of ironic. It wasn't high scoring. If it's high scoring, it delays the innings. But you know one thing we've touched on in these playoffs? I like it when teams force the issue, take pitches.
Yes, and how about that?
Go
Did
deep
it seem
into the
to you,
bat.
as the game was progressing, and I don't know if you guys noticed it, because I'm like, is there not a pitch clock? Because I swear to God, it felt like it was. Did it not? Did it not?
Think of it. I
Did
didn't
it
even
not?
notice. See, that's a bit. We were all so concerned about the pitch clock. I didn't
Yeah.
even realize, Eric.
And to be honest with you, it felt like it was a lot longer than what it usually is. I felt like, why does it feel like it's taking forever between each pitch? I mean, maybe just because we're just used to it now.
And how many times can you? I thought you were only like one. How many times were the catchers walking out, then turning around? Oops, coming back. And
Well,
it was old school.
Each extra inning you go, you get an extra mound visit. So Cal Raleigh every time was going out there talking to him. But back to your point there, Bob Student. That's the thing. Look, I get it. You're going to have sluggers in a game. The game has always had sluggers. But it seems like it's the approach is different. That's the problem. It's the all or nothing swing. And you know what? I don't mind giving it a good hearty swing, but if the bat determines it, take a little swing out and just get the base hit. How about that? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, Jimmy, that's a great point. Do you think they pulled out Gilbert? He was only at 66 pitches. Remember he had that leadoff double to Baez. And then he decides.
Oh, yeah. The manager looked into the crystal ball down in the dugout and went, oh, yeah, it's going 15 tonight. I bet.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying, at that time, I'm not going to fault
I didn't
him.
think he came out too early, Eric.
I'm not going to look. I think he could have Kirby gone longer. Yes. But I think the situation dictated, look,
Perfect.
Kerry Carpenter sucks against left-handed pitching.
Mm-hmm.
They bring in a lefty, but what does that lefty do? He grooves one right down the middle. It's not like Kerry Carpenter did not go down there and get it. It wasn't like a good pitch that he hit out. He hit a BP fastball right down the damn middle. And unfortunately, you throw a bad pitch, a good hitter is not going to miss it. And look, Kerry Carpenter had a fantastic game today. 4 hits, on base 6 times. I mean, my God, the guy had a game for the ages. I think if I'm not mistaken, Armand, he DM'd me, gave me some interesting information. That's the first time since Kirby Puckett in 1987 that a position player has had 4 hits and been on base 5 times. That's going way back, man. I tell you, that is something.
And you know what is sad? Somebody had to lose. Scooble.
Oh, what a game!
One for the ages. The bullpen,
What a game!
too, Eric.
Yeah, they were
Finnegan,
fantastic.
Holton. Everybody was giving up 1 hit. And what's his name here? Let me click the button here. Will Vest?
Struck
out 4.
Mm.
He went 2 innings, struck out 4.
I got to talk about him too.
Scooble, wasted outing for Scooble.
I know. At one time, he struck out 7 batters in a row. The guy was just on his game,
yeah,
and that's
back-to-back innings, just mowing him down, 6 in a row, and then started the next with the 7th. So,
and how about? Hey, let's talk about this. Josh Naylor, is that guy a ball player? Is Josh Naylor a freaking damn ball player?
I love the stolen base.
That's where I'm going. He took swing out. He just put the bat to the ball. It goes down the left field line. He's standing there at second base. And what does he do? He takes this monstrous lead. Scoobles, they said he probably couldn't hear him. But my God, he was halfway to third base and he was gone.
I wouldn't even. Yeah, it wasn't really a lead. He tiptoed out and then he just kept going. They showed the replay. It was kind of comical, Eric. The
guy is good.
Pitcher didn't have eyes in the back of his head. Oh man,
the guy is a hell of a. I'm telling you, he's going to be a free agent next year, and another team is going to get a really good player in Josh Naylor. The guy just plays some damn good baseball, and he's has the attitude and the emotion to be a really good ball player. I just love it.
Without looking it up, Eric, I talked to you about how I think the Jays would clobber. It would be a clobber knocker. They would kill Detroit. And I was sort of rooting for Detroit for that purpose. I'm like, Jays are just going to walk all over them. So this game went 15 innings. Do you know how many hits Detroit had tonight?
Not many. Yeah, wasn't it like, yeah.
4.
Hardly any.
And
how many were in extra innings?
the guy with the best name in baseball, Dylan Dingler, he had 2 hits. McKinstry had a hit.
No, Carpenter had 4 though. So it was more than that.
Sorry, Carpenter had 4.
Yeah.
But the rest of the team was McKinstry 1, Dingler 2, and Baez 1. That was it.
That's it.
Because you mentioned, I'm sorry, you mentioned
That's 7 hits.
earlier.
That's it.
He had this big game. And then when they needed him the most.
I know. And how do you do this? Dingler leads off with a double, and you can't even score the guy. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I think you went 15 innings, and they couldn't even score or get more than 10 hits. They couldn't even get double-digit hits.
You know the term I like to use, Eric, making memories.
Yeah, exactly. I meant to read this. Watch the entire game with my 16-year-old son, making memories.
There you go.
Beauty, eh?
Beauty.
I love it, man.
So we got a game tonight and a game tomorrow. Oh my God, Eric. Jeez.
I know. What do you got? Hey, let's talk about it. What do you got for tomorrow? Who do you think wins the last game of the NLDS?
Cubbies.
Cubs. Ooh, you think Cubs? Have they announced?
I'm going to go with the Cubs, Eric.
Have they announced starting pitchers? I'm about to
No starting pitchers have been announced
either of
on
them?
my scoreboard yet.
Nope, no starting pitchers. Oh boy,
it'll be a fun game. No starting pitchers.
No, yeah, it's going to be. I wonder what they're going to do, man.
I think the Cubs are just going to surprise you, Eric. I think they're just that kind of Cinderella. They're everybody and his dog is anticipating Milwaukee would have already won this series, let alone tomorrow, going back home. I think the Cubs just go, we have a little trick up our sleeve.
It's going to be interesting. And but the thing is, home field advantage, that's a thing. That is a thing. Bob Student, all hands on deck. There you go. That's a fact.
And then the Cubs manager is going to go like this.
That's a fact. See, the good thing, well, no, they'll have a day off because I think the NLCS starts on Monday. So if they empty the tank tomorrow, tomorrow.
Well, it's the same situation Seattle's in. I mean,
it's going to be
24 hours later, you're back on the field.
So here's the difference though. If Milwaukee empties the tank, they stay home. They don't have to travel. If the Cubs empty the tank, then they got to go fly to LA. So there's that in play.
The same situation as the Jays, Eric. I think if the Cubs are victorious tomorrow, I think the Dodgers have an easier path to the World Series.
Yeah. I think Brewers will play the Dodgers better than the Cubs.
If Detroit had won tonight and the Cubs tomorrow, easy path for the Jays and LA. My prediction, World Series. So I'm still on board with that. Dodgers, Jays, World Series, Eric.
Brewers, Blue Jays. That's what I'm hoping for. Because
so it'll probably be one of us will be right in the National League. It'll probably be Seattle.
Oh my gosh. RJ says Dodgers can set their pitching up. Yeah, they do for the CS. Correct. That's the benefit of the Dodgers winning yesterday is now they can set their starting pitching how they want it.
Let me ask you something, Eric. Let me ask you something. If things get out of hand early,
you talking about tomorrow? Oh, or
on Sunday?
Okay.
If things get out of hand early,
it's going to be tough.
They burnt
I know.
They used everybody.
I know. And they're going to have to use everybody again. That's just
Seattle today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They used 7 pitchers tonight. It seemed like more, to be honest with you. Wow.
It's not going to be easy. I'm telling you, it ain't going to be easy.
There were a couple of times Detroit was various pitchers, but there were a couple of times, specifically Flaherty, You know what was crossing my mind? He's leaving him in too long.
Yeah.
Things were getting ugly, and they had nobody warming in the pen.
Nope.
And I was like, wow.
And he got out of it. There towards the end, when they had 2 runners on, then what's his name? Kenley and Hoarder, I think, were starting to get up. But he wound up getting out of it.
I'll tell you another thing. More so Detroit, actually. I was very impressed with the fact Detroit, in my opinion, aren't on the same level. They're not as good as the Mariners, Eric. Man for man. They're not as good.
The Mariners are better. They're the better team.
I think Detroit is a very well-managed team.
Yeah, it's absolutely. Like you cannot
His
disparage
decision
AJ
making
Hinch.
and walking,
His decision making,
setting up double plays. I thought it was beautifully managed.
Yes. Look, AJ Hinch is a great manager. There's no doubt about it. He's a great manager, and Detroit's lucky to have him. All they got to do is maybe get a couple of more pieces, and specifically maybe some starting pitcher. And look, as you got Skubal, now he's going to hit free agency. Are they going to be willing to keep him around? We'll find that out. Next year? I think it is, right? Next year, I think he's.
Whenever he's managing a ball game like tonight, I had the TV up real loud, Eric, and I was listening for.
No,
I never heard it once. Then again, you couldn't hear very much in that stadium. It was rocking tonight, Eric. It was rocking there. Safeco Field, man. That's wild.
2027. He's going to be a free agent. That guy's going to get paid. That guy is going to get paid.
You know what I also thought of today? You're going to think I'm crazy, Eric.
Now, Des will get paid this year too.
What I was thinking at one point during the game, as much as you and I think both agree it's kind of a crazy concept. But you know what I thought during the game and when I was watching Skubal? I was thinking Buster Posey should say, here's my roster. Who do you take him? Take whoever you want.
Hold on.
Whoever you want. I want Paul Skeens. You can have. Who do you want? Who do you want? You want Adames? You want Ramos? I'll give you half my team. Dude, pitching postseason wins, dude. Not necessarily for Skubal tonight, but I mean, he was the decisive factor. Detroit wouldn't even have been in that game, Eric. You got to have pitching. Skubal in the American League and in the National League, you got to go to Pittsburgh and get him.
Yep. Hold on. I'm looking for something right here. Here we go.
You think the Pirates will trade him? I mean, it's going to be one of those situations. Are they going to give him up and get a haul or lose him for nothing? I mean, that's Farhan Zaidi kind of philosophy.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell you what. Did you see the news from Mark Feinstein talking about the newest Japanese player who's going to be
he's going to the Giants.
Well, let's talk about it.
Probably.
Here we go. What could Japanese star Munetaka Murakami's market look like? Again, he's going to be posted this year, guys.
And he's a lefty.
Yes. Here we go. Murakami's move to the majors has been expected for months. Yahoo Sports Japan reported last December that Murakami announced in 2025 his final season in the NPB, the Nippon Professional Baseball League. All right, willing to post the 2-time Central League Most Valuable Player and 4-time All-Star. He has played about 75% of the games at third base. The other 25% coming at first base. Listed at 6'2", 213 pounds, has 246 home runs in 892 games, plus a 56 homer season. All right. Also won the Triple Crown that year, talking about in 2022.
A triple freaking crown, Eric. So he's a good ball player.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Let's talk about
the question is, where do we put him? What do we do? What do you do? So
hold on, let's talk about this. Nikon Sports reported this week that the Yankees, Mets, Phillies, and Mariners are among teams to make a big push for Murakami, who hit 22 home runs in 56 games with an injury-shortened 2025 campaign. So he didn't play very much this year. Sources say Dodgers, Giants, and Red Sox could also be in the mix, though much of it will depend on how each team views availability to play first base or third, or his willingness to be a designated hitter.
How old is he, Eric?
Let's look. I think he
Did
said
you mention it?
Didn't they say 25? Hold on.
So why don't you sign him and move Eldridge and get me
In 2022, he was 22. So now it's 3 years. Yeah. So he's 25.
25? Perfect. Get rid of Eldridge. Get me some pitching for Eldridge in a package and then sign this.
Oh, look at
Don't
you.
let those numbers fool you, Eric. He had 22
Look
home
at
runs
you.
in 56 games.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty good.
And you know what he'll do? I mean, you know what Bonds did, Eric? Why do people always say, you can't hit home runs at Oracle Park in that right field? Well, frick, Bonds had no trouble. He choked up on the bat.
Right.
You give me a power hitter. And we need, when was the last time we had a power?
You know what you can do?
Power hitter.
We do have a power hitter in Devers, but here, let's talk about this. The problem is, and I talked about it not that long ago, what side of the plate does he swing from?
That's why I say Triple Crown. Don't sneeze at that.
But here's the thing. What side of the plate does he swing from? The left.
Who? Devers? Yeah.
No.
Or the new guy? That guy?
Murakami.
I said that. He hits left.
Here's the problem. Giants have quite a bit of lefties. That's the problem.
Who cares, Eric? Get me guys.
I get you, but no, you could get exposed. Look what happened. Look what happened to the who was it? Remember they threw all these lefties. Who the hell was in the playoffs? San Diego. Threw all those lefties and they didn't do shit.
It doesn't matter. We're gonna trade Eldridge and throw Jung-Hoo Lee in there. Move his.
Well, nah. You know what they'll probably do? There. I wouldn't be surprised if they transition Bryce Eldridge into the outfield. Now, could they trade him? Yeah, they could. If you wanted to trade him for an elite pitcher, yeah, I'm all for that, Glenn. If it's an elite pitcher, I'm okay with that. Then you eliminate that left. But the thing is if you got Jung-Hoo Lee, Devers, Eldridge, Bailey, right? Did I say? Hold on. Jung-Hoo Lee, Bailey, Devers, Eldridge, and then Murakami. That would be 5 lefties. That's a bit much on the left. You don't want to be so far with your left-handed. I mean, you want to have a little bit of a balance. You know, it's one thing to have maybe 3, but you get 4 and 5. You get exposed a little bit that way.
See, I don't agree. I'll go the other side of that one. You know where teams get exposed? You head to the draft, and they don't pick the best player available. Well, he doesn't fit our system. Go out and get the best players. I don't care if they're all lefty. Get me the best players.
No, with a draft, that's what you do, period. I'm not going to debate with that because guess what?
We had quite a few lefties this year.
When you pick from the draft, we're talking, 3 years down the road, maybe more. So that's fine because you can figure something out by the time they make their.
Well, I was thinking more football, but there's too many teams that go, he's the best. We're going to take this guy or a flyer. We're going to take this guy at a Bowling Green and. Well, what about all these guys that are better ball players? Well, we don't need a first baseman. If he's the best player available in the draft and he's playing for, who cares? Just draft him.
Yeah.
Then you can trade. It gives you options, Eric.
Fair.
I'm tired. I'm tired of watching. Here we go. I'm tired of watching the Giants, Eric, with guys like Drew. Is that what was eating jerseys? Drew, and I mean, you think about him this year, Eric. When you think back and you go, what do you remember about him this year? Oh, I remember the 98 jersey in the dugout. Well, that tells you what kind of a season he had joining the club. Nobody remembers him. Nobody remembers the call-ups, Eric.
Let's talk about this. And since we're talking about it, look, we're going to talk much more about off-season stuff once the playoffs are over. But let's
3-4 months of it.
I know, man. Well, really, the hot topics is going to go from the beginning of November until the end of December. Those 2 months are going to be absolutely insane. But here's the thing. What would it take to woo Murakami?
Money.
And
we've got lots of it.
Are you sure that's all it's going to be?
I'm sure
you're going to have to Reggie Stalker, Ibrahim. you're going to have to.
Well, wait a sec. If he signs, don't you get him for the league minimum for the same kind of deal that?
No, because Roki Sasaki was posted before he was ineligible to be a free agent. Roki was a special case. Yeah, he was considered an international prospect. So the Dodgers have him for 5 years of control.
Yeah.
And that's what it is, because he's under the age of 25. And since he's 25, it's whoever gives you the most money. Roki Sasaki wasn't about the most money.
Eric,
he gets league minimum.
How did he say his name? Murakami?
No.
Murakami's got my seat on that helicopter, dude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Here we go. There it goes. Oh, that's the wrong one. Here it is. There we go. There it goes. Yeah, Steve.
We just avoid.
I think he might be flying away.
They were avoiding the bridge. I heard the foghorn. They were just making sure the clearance.
Yeah. I hit the wrong one. That was good, though. Isn't Murakami? Yeah, he's primarily a third baseman. That is correct. But he's also played some first base.
Yeah, but look at Devers. I mean, dude, just get me good ball players and then figure it out.
Well, here's the thing. In trying to recruit him, yes, money. The money helps.
Eric, if you got a guy like Murakami and he came over here and right away you said, I mean, holy shit, best signing we've made in a long time.
I tell you what, though, man.
Then I have no trouble moving on from Matt Chapman, who's doing nothing with the bat.
He's not. Matt Chapman is going nowhere. He's got a no trade clause. He's going to be going into his second year of his contract. He is not going to go anywhere.
Problem with this organization: you don't sign a guy 6 years with the no trade clause, Eric. You've backed yourself like a weasel into the corner.
Yes, that was a mistake. But let's talk about this. The Giants may have to do more than just giving him the most money. You're gonna have to show him we're gonna win. And how are we gonna win? And Buster Posey's gonna have to do a smash up job. If they got strong interest, you're gonna have to pay the money, and you're gonna have to tell him glory days are coming to San Francisco. Because right now, if it's the Dodgers are in play to get him, what do you think they're gonna do? Not only are they gonna give him money, but hey, we're winning, right? Right now, at the minimum, they're going to the CS.
Well, what were you going to give Juan Soto? You were going to rename what was it? You were going to build a statue. You were going to give him a helicopter ride.
Juan Soto Cove, I think. No, Juan Soto Park. Soto Park, yeah. No. The helicopter
Park?
Yeah, right. That ain't going to work.
And then, how about this? You don't need a statue. The Murakami Monument.
The Murakami, oh my gosh, the Murakami Monument. I like it. There you go.
This is when I do my best work at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Eric.
What I hope he does, I hope he has I don't know. Does he what is
he the hell we start talking about who we're going to sign in the offseason?
I know, hey. Just because of this story, it came out today, so I thought we should hit it. But
well, on top of that, everybody's talking about this weekend is supposed to be the managerial move. I could not believe, and I tip my hat, they do a great job, but they did like a 2-hour show, Even Year Dynasty. Well, I was like, I like watching your show, but I had pressing issues tonight. I was watching that masterpiece, instant classic, Eric.
Yeah, that's, hey, but the beauty of YouTube, people could go back and watch it. So that's the good thing. I mean, it's out there.
Well, they don't like to stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning like me.
Yeah.
And they're young. They're young poke. They should
they're the youngins, man.
Yeah.
The whippersnappers.
Lou's already gone to bed. He chimed in earlier, but he's gone to bed. That's for sure.
But I'm telling you, it's not gonna be easy to get Murakami. Again, if he has any type of hey, I want to go play with
his agent.
I don't think he has an agent yet. That's a good question. But if he wants to, hey, it's easy, man. You got Yamamoto, Roki Sasaki, Shohei Ohtani, right? You got all those guys in Dodger. So, hey, and that's a big thing, right? They're huge Dodger fans over in Japan for a reason. So it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy.
If Murakami, oh my God, if he goes to the Dodgers, then they got
Oh God, I
Ice-Sun
know.
Kim and Shohei Ohtani and Roki Sasaki, and I mean,
And Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I know it doesn't end. It's almost like their own minor leagues in Japan.
when is the time coming? There's going to be the first international team, Eric.
They can't do that. They can't. You can't. The travel would just. You can't.
No, I mean sign all international players.
Oh, I see, dude. That's a good question. Oh man, could you imagine that?
You know, when I was a kid, in my lifetime, there were it was all Canadians playing in the NHL. Canadians.
Yes, correct.
Then there was a couple of Americans.
Then the Russians, right?
Sweden, then Finland, and now it's what do you call it? DEI. Now you're Canadian, a good hockey player. You're lucky you can get a job, Eric.
Yeah, I bet. Wow. Yeah, they could put a team in Mexico. Problem is the travel. Going to Mexico City, it's way south. Mexico City.
You know what I think?
Another city that's kind of big, a little bit further north. Honestly, I'm not big on Mexico's big cities. I don't know if you want to put one in Tijuana. That doesn't sound like it would.
Let's just keep it North America.
Yeah.
You know, I think the Seattle Mariners, though, might have something up their sleeve.
Think so?
Yeah. I think your political system, I think once the Jays land and, game day, they're just going to send ice in and send them all back to Canada and they won't have enough players.
There you go. There you go.
I mean, like, I'm going to the players' entrance. Zip tie. You're out of here. Hey, is that Vladdy over there? Vladdy Guerrero? Sir, excuse me. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. All right. I think I'm done. So now you can go get some damn sleep. Finish your work and go get some sleep.
I don't even want to start. Every inning went by. I went, maybe I could do a little bit when the commercials were on. And then it didn't even, and even the later the game went, it seemed like the commercial breaks were shorter. I was like, what is going on here? It's like,
they were fast innings. All right, guys, we'll be back here again tomorrow to talk about another elimination game. Will it be the Milwaukee Brewers or will it be the Chicago Cubs who face off against the Los Angeles Dodgers? Again,
or will it be 15 innings?
Oh, yeah. We may be back here again at 10:30 at night.
You'll be on
doing this all over again. I hope not. Your own. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your Friday night. We'll be back here tomorrow night and do it all over again except for the National League.
Hit the like, subscribe, and the little notification bell. Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
And then your computer, your phone goes every time Eric and I pop on.
There you go. And
so
it's
you're spending the middle of the afternoon. You're reading the newspaper and you hear, Eric and Glenn are back.
Yeah.
You don't miss a thing. We appreciate everybody who tunes in, especially a late night like tonight, and hope you enjoyed the game.
Absolutely. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.